Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with Ricky the RBT, conqueror of both the RBT and BCBA exams. In today's video, we're going to continue our RBT task list breakdown videos. In today's video, we're going to start with task list section B, task list item 1, conducting preference assessments. So what is a preference assessment? A preference assessment is an observation or trial-based evaluation that allows the practitioner to determine a preference hierarchy. So you use preference assessments to figure out what items or activities are most preferred by the client, and you're not just assuming what that individual likes or what they don't like. So when it comes down to conducting preference assessments, you can either conduct a free operant preference assessment or you can conduct a trial-based preference assessment. Now, for free operant preference assessments, these can be done in a naturalistic manner or in a contrived manner. Meaning, if it's naturalistic, then you observe the individual in their natural environment and the items that they engage with. You track which items those are and how long they're engaging with those items. If it's a contrived preference assessment, then you will strategically place items across a room. And again, you'll track which items the client engages with and you'll track how long. Then you have trial-based preference assessments where you strategically present a certain number of items to the individual, and each trial you collect data on their item of choice. Now with the trial-based preference assessments, you want to have an idea of what their preferred items are before you conduct the preference assessment. These items can be determined based on observation or information gathered from their parents. The different types of trial-based preference assessments are single stimulus, paired stimulus, multiple stimulus with a replacement, and multiple stimulus without a replacement. So I want to show you guys how to conduct these different types of preference assessments, these different types of trial-based preference assessments. So single stimulus, paired stimulus, multiple stimulus with a replacement, and multiple stimulus without a replacement. So during the demonstration of these different types of trial-based preference assessments, I will be using preference assessment data collection sheets. Now these data collection sheets are from All Day ABA. The link to their Teacher Pay Teacher store is going to be down in the description. They have loads of other materials, study materials, data collection sheets, the list goes on. So definitely check out the Teacher Pay Teacher store and let them know that Ricky the RBT sent you. All right, let's go do our demonstration. Hey everyone, welcome back. So I'm going to be demonstrating some of the different trial-based preference assessments. I have my data sheet here, where I'll be showing you guys how to utilize some of the data sheets from All Day ABA. I have some items here to my left. Sorry you guys aren't able to see my face as I go through these different demonstrations. I'll invest in a new camera as time goes on. So next time you guys will be able to kind of see more of the table, and hopefully I'll actually have an individual that I can add into these videos as well. But again, I have my items here to my left. I have my data sheet here to my right, and so I'll be able to show you guys how to conduct these different types of trial-based preference assessments and how to also utilize the data sheet from All Day ABA. All right, so let's jump into it. We're going to start off with a single stimulus preference assessment. And so a single stimulus preference assessment is where you'll be presenting one item to the individual, and you'll be recording their behavioral response, and you'll be recording how long they engage with that particular item. So again, I have some items here to my left. So I have some AirPods, I have a trophy, I have some sunglasses, and I have a pencil. So I'll show one item at a time. So I'll move all of these back over here to my left. And so I'll grab one at random. So I say I'll grab the trophy, present it to the individual, and then from there, again, I'll take notice of their behavioral response, them actually picking up the item, maybe they start engaging with it, and then I'll start a timer as well. You may have like a small kitchen timer sitting next to your data sheet, or someone else may be the one handling the timer. And so as soon as they pick that item up, they start engaging with it, someone will start the timer, and you'll go over here to your data sheet where you can write down the item. You'll write down whether or not they engage with it. So let's say yes. Duration, you'll figure that out when this particular trial is done, and any other note that you may have, you can put it there. All right, so let's say the individual has stopped engaging with it. All right, so if they just put it back on the table, we just grab it, put it over here to the side, go back to our data sheet. Let's write down, let's say 15 seconds. All right, no other notes. Now we move on to item number 2. Let's say it's the AirPod case. And so we present that one item and we wait for their behavioral response. Once they start engaging with it, we'll start the timer so we can determine how long they're actively engaging with this one particular item. So go over here to our data sheet. Right, AirPods, engagement. Maybe they didn't actually engage with it, so we'll put no. Right? They never pick it up. So amount of time, we'll say 0 seconds. If there are any other notes, we'll specify it here. There's no other notes, we'll just put an A. All right? So that's just 2 trials of the single stimulus preference assessment. I won't go through all of the items that we have here, but again, you're just going to be presenting one single stimulus to the individual. All right, so let's move on to a paired stimulus preference assessment. So with a paired stimulus preference assessment, this is where you're going to be presenting 2 items at a time to the individual. With a single stimulus, we were just presenting 1 item. With the paired stimulus, we're going to be presenting 2, and we're going to give them the option to choose between which one of the items that we're presenting to them they prefer more, right? And whichever one that they actually choose, we'll record here on our data sheet. All right, so I'll move these over here and we'll go and we'll prepare our data sheet. All right, so we have our data sheet here. All right, so we'll list out our items. So item A, we'll put AirPods. Disregard my handwriting. Item 2, we will put glass, or item B, I should say, we'll put glasses. Item C, we will put trophy. And item D, we will put pencil. All right. So now that we have our items now that we have our items listed out for trial number 1. For trial number 1, we should present item A and item B. So item A is AirPods and item B is glasses. So you want to present them at the same time. And you give them time to choose which one they want to choose. If they go for a certain amount of time, and this will be specified by your BCBA, if they go for a certain amount of time without choosing one, then you'll just remove them and you'll move on to the next trial. Well, let's say they choose the AirPods. So we want to move the glasses to the side so they're not a distraction, and we'll let them enjoy their time with the AirPods. However much time is allotted and that will be specified by your BCBA as well. All right, so they chose AirPods. AirPods is item A. And once they choose the item, we want to go over here to your data sheet so you can track everything. So AirPods is item A, so we'll circle A for trial number 1. After they've been able to engage with the item for a certain amount of time, we'll ask for it back and we'll put it over here to the side. All right, now we move on to trial number 2, and we should be presenting item C and item A. All right, so item C is a trophy and item A is the AirPods. So put the AirPods back out, put the trophy back out, give them time to choose which one they want to choose. Let's say they choose trophies. All right, remove the AirPods so it's not a distraction. Go back over here to our data sheet. They chose a trophy, which is item C. We'll circle that there. And we'll give them their time to engage with the trophy. All right, we'll ask for it back, move it over here to the side, and we'll move on to trial number 3. We should be presenting items A and D. Item A is AirPods, item D is pencil. All right, so AirPods, pencil. We'll present both. We go over here to our data sheet. Well, we give them that time to choose whichever item they want to choose. Let's say they choose AirPods. We move the pencil over here to the side. It's not a distraction. We go over here to our data sheet. AirPods is item A. All right, so we circle item A. Let me erase these things here on the side. All right, give them that time with the AirPods. We ask for it back. All right, put it over here to the side. We move on to trial number 4. Trial number 4, we should be presenting items B and C. All right, item B, glasses. Item C, trophies. Glasses, trophy. All right, so here, let's say they choose trophy. Put it right here, so still in sight. Move the glasses over to the side. All right, we go over here to our data sheet so we can mark everything out. Trophy is item number C, item C. All right. All right. Trial number 5 is item D and item B. Item D is the pencil. Item B, glasses. All right, and we wait. We let them choose. Let's say they choose glasses. And the pencil. All right, so the glasses are item B. Circle. All right, and then item number 6. Give them time to enjoy the glasses. Ask for it back. Put it to the side. We go to trial number 6. This is what we'll be presenting items C and D. So that'd be trophy and pencil. All right, and then we give them option to choose. Say they choose trophy, pencil to the side. Give them that time with the trophy. All right, we go here to our data sheet. We mark that they chose the trophy, and we're good to go. We've run our paired preference stimulus assessment. All right, ask for it back, put it to the side. So now we can go over here to our data sheet where we can count the number of times each item was selected. So we can count the number of times that item A was selected. So just 2 times. The number of times item B was selected, just once. Times item C was selected, 1, 2, 3. And then the times that item D was selected, 0 times. And so if we scroll down, then we can specify the highest preferred item based on these 4 items would be item number C, which would be the trophy. All right, moderately preferred, you have to say item number A, which would be the AirPods. And then the lowest preferred will have to be the pencil. All right, and now we have our hierarchy. All right, so we're going to move on to our multiple stimulus with replacement preference assessment. With the multiple stimulus preference assessments, you're going to be presenting an array of items, so it'll be 3 or more items. With a single stimulus, remember we were only presenting 1 item at a time. With the paired stimulus, we were presenting 2 items at a time. With the multiple stimulus, we'll be presenting 3 or more items. So it can go all the way up to 8 items if you wanted to show them 8 items. If the candidate is able to scan 8 items in front of them, then I guess be my guest. But you really want to keep it to about 3 to about 5 items that you want to present to the individual. All right. So with the multiple stimulus with replacement preference assessment, you'll want to present your array of items, and whichever item is chosen, then you will let the learner be able to engage with that particular item, and you'll remove the other items. So I'll show you guys. You'll present 3 items, and once they choose whichever item they want to engage with, let's say it's the pencil, you'll remove these other two items and you'll prepare the next array of items. Now, the item that they chose will be a part of that new array, right? And when you put this chosen item back into the array, now we've moved on to trial number 2, right? So they chose the pencil. So now we're going to present, we're gonna have a trophy, and then we're gonna have the AirPods, right? So this is a completely new array with the chosen item still within the same array, right? And so you'll be done conducting this purpose assessment once each item has been a part of the array twice, right? So however many trials that takes, that will determine how long you're going to be conducting this multiple stimulus purpose assessment. All right, so now we'll talk about a multiple stimulus without replacement, which is very similar to a multiple stimulus with replacement, but with the multiple stimulus without a replacement, you're going to present an array of items, so 3 or more items, and whatever item is chosen, that item will not be a part of the new array. So we have 3 items in front of our learner, and they choose the trophy. We let them play with the trophy. They play for a certain amount of time. We ask for it back, and we present a completely new array. All right, and so they choose the glasses, move the other 2 items, and again, once they're done playing with the glasses, we ask for it back, and we present a completely new array. So like with the multiple stimulus with replacement purpose assessment, the chosen item will be put back into the array. With the multiple stimulus without replacement, the chosen item will not be put back into the array. It'll be a completely new array once they're done engaging with that particular item. So that is task list item B1, conducting purpose assessments. I hope this video was very helpful. Please comment if you have any detailed questions that you want to ask me. If you guys took any notes during this video, please leave me a thumbs up. And please do not forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you're notified each time that I release a new video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.